So it looks like a soundbar, but what's this? Hey everybody, Caleb Denson for Digital Trends. I'm at IFA in Berlin, and I audition a lot of soundbars. I mean, a lot of them. And generally, I've been pretty frustrated lately. I feel like they try to do too much with too little and in the completely wrong way. So you'll be surprised, maybe, like I was, to find out that TCL has a fresh take on the soundbar. So let's address the elephant in the room here. What are these wings of glory happening on the left and the right-hand side? Well, they're basically waveguides. Speakers shoot sound against them, and they are refracted into the room. And you can start to imagine what that might sound like. The idea is to give a very wide soundstage with a very small footprint. Now, if you've heard that before, well, it's because everybody's trying to deliver that. But the difference here is how TCL has approached the soundbar design. So in our reviews, you hear us talk about DSP a lot, right? Digital signal processing. And yeah, you can do a lot with that stuff. It's basically digital muscle. So you got a small speaker, you need to make a big sound with it. Well, you use this digital signal processing and a little bit of digital power to try and make that sound. The problem is when you do that, when you use that digital muscle a lot, it really does impact the sound. It starts to sound less and less and less organic, and that's where we get to the frustration that I was talking about before. I don't like that highly processed sound. Sometimes it works in headphones, sometimes it works in sound bars, but the further down that road you go, the worse it gets. Come back to TCL. They are taking more of an acoustic design to this soundbar. So you see those waveguides, that's how they get a very widespread soundstage instead of working with, playing with the phase of the speakers and trying to trick your ears. Now there is a little bit of them bouncing some sound off of the walls, but I moved around the room, there was a lot of people blocking the sides, and I still got a nice wide soundstage. So let's talk about surround sound. We are talking about virtual surround sound after all. What you get is the bar and the subwoofer. There's no satellites, okay? There's no speakers firing upwards. So it is a virtualized surround sound in that sense. But they're doing a little bit different with Dolby Atmos what other soundbars do. So instead of having speakers fire up at the ceiling and then come back down you, they're virtualizing the Dolby Atmos. But I want you to get away from thinking about this whole top-down thing where you actually have speakers or speakers firing to the ceiling and coming back down at you. In this case, Dolby Atmos is really providing a height to the soundstage. So it's nice and wide due to its waveguide design, as we've seen there, the parabolic curve. And then Dolby Atmos brings a sense of height to it. So instead of it seeming like the sound is coming from the soundbar down below, it actually stretches up all the way to the top of the screen. It's really effective. And because they're not using a bunch of DSP, it's not getting in the way of the power signal, you get a lot of brute force from the soundbar. It's tiny, but it's also extremely loud. And of course, it comes with a nice wireless subwoofer to handle all of the bass effects. So what's the proposition here? Well, basically, you get a sense of the Dolby Atmos experience from a $400 package. And I can't think of another Dolby Atmos-ish soundbar that comes down that low in price. In fact, I'm pretty sure there isn't one. We've seen stuff starting at $700 and we know it can go all the way up to $2,100. But again, where's the simplicity? I feel like TCL brought that back to the soundbar with this brand new product. So we're gonna have to give it a better listen in our own studios, but I gotta tell you, here in some hotel suite, I got a pretty good experience from this thing, and I think TCL, the way it's bringing immense amount of value from its TVs, I think that they're making that magic with the soundbar as well. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Do me a favor, drop me a comment down below. Tell me what you think. What do you think about this new soundbar? And what do you think about TCL being the brand that's producing it? As always, hit like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and always visit digitaltrends.com for the latest tech news and reviews.